or welcome back to my channel. I've got three things going on today. I'm going to use the Mix It Up Monday prompts and Christy's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches. We're using this sketch with Mix It Up Monday as well. And so Mix It Up Monday is with Tara the Paper Snob, and you are given a sketch from Tara and you're supposed to add some mixed media and use a sketch. So we are using the Christy's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches sketch from Fatima, Avila, I think is how you say her name. And then I'm also using part of my counterfeit kit challenge. I did pull out this hexagon paper on the background as an addition to this, but yeah. I'm going to cut this down to, I think it's 11.5 square. I matted my photo in black and white, which is me with my family and my husband's grandparents, and my kids' great-grandparents. And this is a celebration of Papa's 90th birthday. So I took this blue paper from my kit. This is from Scrap-A-Sketch. I can speak. Really, I can. And this is from the Paint a Rainbow. And so I cut it out with a punch with hexagons. I inked the edges. A lot of it I inked off screen because it takes a long time. And then I'm using the punch out to ink some more hexagons, because that sketch has a whole bunch of hearts and then they like are really overlapped at the bottom. They're not as overlapped, and then they're like open-ish at the top. So getting some of my mixed media on. This is a Tim Holtz stencil. And I'm going to use a whole bunch of different oxides that are in the blue. So this is Stormy Sky. I think I have, this is Prize Ribbon. And then I think it's Salty Ocean I use as well. And so just adding some different dimension and layers. The colors on the sketch go from like a purple to a light pink, or dark, purple to light pink. I'm going to keep it pretty monochromatic with the blue. We did family photos, and everybody that was there, like all the great-grandchildren, aunts, uncles, everybody was there, and we all were supposed to wear blue. so hence we're in blue. And so I thought this would work really cute. It has that the resemblance of the hearts on this paper, but I'm going to layer up all these hexagons because I thought that would be kind of neat. So it didn't quite turn out how I thought it was going to turn out, and I really didn't like it to start with, but it's growing on me. So it's not my least favorite layout now, but isn't that funny how that happens sometimes when you have to let it sit before you like go back to it and you're like, oh, okay, this is not too bad. So I did cut out a bunch of these, and then I do have to go up to my printer and print some more. So I printed two more. I printed them at not best quality. I printed them at normal. Normally I print at best on my new printer, and the color is a little bit different on this. And I think it's just because of the quality button that I pushed, but the different color is okay because it was different colors on the sketch. So I wasn't too concerned about it when I went, oh, this is a little different. So and you can see that I printed off regular on my 12x12 sheet to start with. I didn't hit the fit to size or scale to size on my printer when I hit print to start with. So that's why there's the little ones on the back. I'm going to sneak a couple of those little ones on here, but I am making sure that they are very well overlapped on the bottom here, like the hearts are in the sketch. Hers go all the way down to the black. I did not do that on mine. I have a end up, I guess. I stopped mine on my pattern paper, and that's okay. There's some of those little ones, which would be at a typical size if you're using the Scrap-A-Sketch printables on the regular 8.5 by 11 letter size paper, and that's what they are designed to print on. I just figured out that I can print it on a 12x12, and I got a 12x12 now, so I might as well. So I'm going to get the back out of the black here, just because black cardstock I can always use to matte, to like, well, mostly to matte. And so I will put that in my cardstock scrap so that I can use it later. And then I grabbed some alphas, but there's not enough E's in this one to do Celebrate 90 or Celebrating 90, because he's 90. So these blue ones, I do have enough. And then I am going to put them on thinking I can overlap, but these are massively big alphas. So I'm going to leave some of this in because my video is not super long today. So when I readjust, I'll move it, but I'm like, yep, but it's going to cover, if I stay straight, it's going to cover my kid's head. And I'm like, do I move this down? Because I kind of wanted it in that spot so that the 90 was in the white, but that's not going to work because of that half one. And could I have moved things? Totally could have moved that one. It would have been totally fine, but I'm going to move the Celebrate. It is not straight. I will have to come back and make it straight. And then the 90 is going to go underneath. And I'm like, that is not straight. So I already know it's not straight. I'm going to get the 90 on. I did double check how to spell 90 because my brain, when I'm scrapping, doesn't work for spelling. So I did want that to be spelled right. And then I am going to move this all a little bit, use my T-square to make sure it's straight. And then the last bit, I'm going to add just a little bit more ink to those corners. A little bit of distress spray in the blues that I have. And I actually use Weathered Wood too, which is a little bit of a gray blue. So I think that was Peacock Feather. I think this one is the Weathered Wood. And I use the other one I have. Nope, this is Weathered Wood in my hand. And then there's one other of the Distress Oxide sprays that I have. And so I'm getting lots of splatter on there. So there's not lots of mixed media on here today, but there's a little bit. So there is a playlist for both 30 Days of Sketches with Christy's Beautiful Life, as well as Mix It Up Monday. So make sure you go take a look at both of those and see what some of the other creators have done. And here's some close-ups. So that's to see the inking in behind because you can actually see it. And then the layers, and yeah, I think I'm okay with how this one turned out now. So if you liked it, please let me know with a comment and a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, I would really appreciate if you subscribed. And thank you so much for getting to the end. I really appreciate you watching. There's some other videos here you might be interested in. Have yourself a wonderful day.